Hi, my name is Debra Goldblatt-Sadowski. I'm the founder and CEO of Rocket Promotions, and I'm here today at La Palma. I have been coming here for many, many years. We have worked with Chef Craig Harding on some of his other properties. His food is some of the best in the city. Their lasagna is my favorite, and they make a mean cocktail and a great mocktail. There's just kind of this magical feeling in here that really brings in a really interesting, diverse group of people in Toronto. I've often had some really great conversations with people that are beside me. Every now and again, I'll be able to catch Chef here, and so we get to sit down and have a drink together. It's just a really special place. I think I am a natural at PR. I did not go to school for PR. I went to school for creative writing. I had aspirations of being a poet and a playwright. I was always the friend out of my group that would get us to the front of a line at a club, or would have a conversation with a taxi driver, or meet people on the street. I love talking to people. I love understanding who they are, what their stories are, and I also really love listening. I'm an accidental entrepreneur. This was never supposed to turn out this way because I didn't have a background in business. I didn't have a background in PR. I really tried my hand at something that I loved, and it stuck. One day at a time. It's grown into almost 25 years. If it's something that you love and something that you're really passionate about, the entrepreneurship stuff comes as you go. You learn as you go, and you ask for help from people that know how to do it better. You find a really good accountant. You find a really good CFO, business development person, and you really try to be humble in what you're doing, because no matter how good you are at what you do, there's always somebody that can do it just as well as you. So you have to really always do the best job possible to keep sustaining your business. I think mistakes are crucial to building a business. I think they're crucial to growth. I think if you're not making any mistakes, you're not learning anything. I got to the point where the business was bringing in substantial revenue and having substantial growth numbers year over year. I needed somebody that could help me manage the people. It wasn't the client work. It was having so many staff members and not really ever being prepared for that. At our largest point, we had about 30 staff. And there were times when I would walk in and I didn't know everybody's name. And that was really hard for me. I found it really difficult to not know every single person who worked with me at the company personally. And there's no shame in asking for help, and there's no shame in saying I don't know what I'm doing, or admitting that you've grown to a certain stage and you need someone to help you get beyond that, because I just didn't know what to do at some point. I was growing and growing and growing, and I didn't know how to scale up. I didn't know what people to put into place. And once I started finding the right people to help me do that, it was really beautiful. I turned 50 this year, so I've been doing this for half my life. It's no more shocking to anyone than me. You have to be prepared every day to still do the same things that you did when you started. I think humility is incredibly important. There's never been a time where I wouldn't go into my office and clean out the garbages or do anything that I would ask anybody else to do. I don't think that you can ever become too fancy for what you're doing. So much is out of your control, and you have to just trust what you're doing is right, and you have to trust that you're in the right place at the right time, and if you're doing it really well, your business will continue to succeed. In my 5th year, I was asked to bid on a project for a new hotel in Toronto called the Drake Hotel. I really had no business bidding on it against my competitors. I was still working out of my apartment. I met with the owner, Jeff Stober, on the roof of the hotel. I climbed up a ladder in my platform boots and had a chat with him on the roof. And he saw something in me and he gave me a shot. He gave me a great property to work with. I think it was a huge moment in Toronto history. I think West Queen West hadn't been developed yet. Every challenge that came, we handled it together as a team. I am forever grateful to him for that. It brought me invaluable experience. The friendship is still very much intact. He's been an incredible mentor, and it definitely was a turning point in Rocket. I think I have developed some really great relationships. I've worked hard at it. I've delivered where I've made promises. Alliance is really important. I think people like me. And I think that anyone who I didn't get along with along the way, just like we weren't each other's cup of tea. Like I've never really burnt any major bridges. A huge part of PR or any business really is about referrals. And so like the last 2 gigs I signed this week were both from referrals. I'm eternally grateful for that, for people passing on my name or recognizing where I might be a little bit of an OG in certain areas. I can launch a business like nobody's business. I know it works and I know it doesn't, and I'm open to new strategies and new media and all kinds of stuff like that, but there is a certain playbook that's brought me to this level, and I got a good playbook. Thanks so much for watching today. I had such a good time chatting with you. If you want to follow me personally, it's Rocket Deb.